Alright. So Side Strike was obvious. I mean, I knew they were going to go Psychic moves. But I'm really worried to see where this is going. Alright, so it was faster anyway. Or no. I forgot we follow me. Hey everybody, Ligna K here, back for another VGC video showcase, and today we're going to be showcasing a team that I will be completely honest with you, I do not like. But honestly, I wanted to showcase LUGIA, and this was probably about the funniest way I could showcase LUGIA. So as you can see here, this is a Muck Smeargle team, and if you've been on this channel long enough, you would know that I absolutely 100% hate Smeargle. It's not really its fault anymore. It's just, you know, back in the days of like Dark Void, it forever stained this poor little guy. Yeah, I don't like this Pokemon, but we're going to be showcasing it today, and as you can see here, this is not a good team in the slightest. This is one of those teams you're going to be like, oh god, you're one of these guys. I promise you I am not. I promise you I'm not. But just for the sake of, you know, content, here we are. So, obviously the flagship restricted today is LUGIA. This one is Bright Powder Multi-Scale. A little bit of extra evasion doesn't hurt. It actually helps in the long run for most of the time. Not even. It's like a 10% chance or something like that helps. So, you know, it's fine. You know, everything here, as you can see, definitely relies on Psych Up for Muck. Once it gets that, you know, plus, you know, 6 evasion, everything else is, you know, benefiting off of that. And before we even get into anything here, I will say this: the moment Muck goes down, and if you have nobody else set up here, this team will fall apart. You might as well just forfeit and throw in the towel. This is a high roller team. This is very volatile. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I got to the 1600s on ladder, you know, on Showdown, mainly out of sheer luck. There are times that I'll sit there and be completely untouchable, and then there will be times that I got double crit by a spread move and lost both my mons at the same time at max evasion. It's a high roller team. Use this at your own discretion. Anyways, moving on. We already cleared LUGIA here. Psych Up Recover. Recover is great for bringing its multi-scale back. Terra Normal is good for like anti-Calyrex, anti-Miraidon. Well, not so much anti-Miraidon, but it really like hampers it. So multi-scale allows it to survive, all that jazz. Get the Psych Up Recover going on. Aeroblast is great for like dealing with Urshifus, Rillabooms, all that. And then Earth Power is just kind of your like extra, you know, attack move. Good for like anti-Miraidon, you know, a couple other mons here and there. But, you know, Lugia's Lugia. Next up is one of the Pokemon that I really enjoy that I know nobody else on this planet is actually using, and that is Eviolite Sap Sipper Stantler. Sap Sipper Stantler is hilarious against Rillaboom. It is hilarious against Spore Amoonguss. You know, anything that's trying to hit it with a grass type move, especially when you're Terra Water, you're like, nah bro. No, that's funny. Psych Up, obviously. Roleplay to actually pick up the Moody itself. Especially, say, you know, for some reason, God forbid, Muck goes down immediately. You can, like, Moody off your own Smeargle if it's somehow still alive. It's got stored power, because every little stat, you know, increases that, like, you know, by 20 power each time. I think it's each one. So, like, a +2 will give you +40. And once you... It's got a reasonable special attack. It's reasonable, I say very, very, like, loosely. So, after a couple, you know, boosts, you're getting a 300 base power, like, stored power, just hitting everything. It's gonna do damage. Shadow Ball's there for, like, you know, softening up targets. I will say, when you're up against the likes of, say, like, Incineroar, it's not gonna be a fun match. It is gonna be a long, drug-out one, if you even make it that far. Now, there are some things that are just gonna be super hard to beat, like, as I said, Dark types. I should have just said Dark types in general. Yeah. Alright, obviously Smeargle. is a key component of this team. You need Spore, Spiky Shield, Follow Me, Explosions there just to make sure that you get that, Power of Alchemy boosted into Moody, because it is a 100% guarantee at that point. And it doesn't hurt to do just a little bit of extra damage. Nobody minds. Flamigo, I mean, obviously you're not going to have a Muk Smeargle team without Flamigo. Flamigo is built for this kind of team. I don't need to really say anything about this. Low Kick is there mainly for all the restricteds are everywhere. A lot of them are super heavy. You could opt for close combat. You could opt for Brave Bird over acrobatics. There's many things that you could do there. White Herb, get rid of all the negative stats. Kind of a no-brainer there. And then last but not least is Sableye. Sableye, has got that lovely little prankster psych up, so you don't have to worry about, losing a speed tie. Like what Stantler has to worry about is that it's got to survive getting the psych up. Lugia's got to survive getting the psych up. Sableye immediately just gets into it, gets into the nitty gritty and everything, and just becomes very annoying. It's also got prankster recovery, so say if you're low, you don't want to run that risk, get that health back up. Nails everything. You got Poison Jab just for a little bit extra damage, and then Nightshade for a consistent 50 damage each turn. Doesn't really hurt. We got Safety Goggles on there, so you can't, get Psycho or Rage Powder into that when you're trying to Psych up. It's also got Terra Steel, just in case there is a Amoonguss who thinks it's funny to clear Smog. Or Wheezing. There's multiple mons that are running Clear Smog, but yeah, Terra Steel's there just to shut that down. Now, I will say this: there are many ways to shut this team down. Sacred Sword, anything that's got a hunter, doesn't check accuracy, like Hurricanes, Thunders, they can be problematic. They can be scary. Haze, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. You see a Haze mon there, you got to prioritize that thing real quick, or it's lights out. There's no winning that. Just getting really bad RNG. You could have every single thing going your way. And as I even mentioned beforehand, there was a time that I was sitting there and I had everything set up, and then there was a Miraidon that had I think it was Parabolic Charge, and it had double crit me. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna be honest. I do not recommend using this team, especially a series event, if you're going to a local with it or a regional. God forbid, do not take this to that, because let's be honest, you're not making any friends with this. This team will make people upset too. Just saying. I had a fair share of fan mail. Unfortunately, I don't have the recordings or the replays, so I can't just spam them all over in post. But yeah, you're not making any friends with this team. It's a high roller team. I'm going to probably say this is probably about maybe a 3-star team to use, maybe 2.5 out of 5. Just because it does rely on a lot of luck and a ton of setup. It's definitely not a point-and-click team. It's not easy, and this is definitely not a beginner-friendly team. I don't really know what else to say, except let me know what restricted you guys want me to showcase next. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 1,000. I'm trying to get to 1,000, guys. So every little bit helps. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into some battles, and we will see you guys over there. Alrighty, so not exactly a Reg G team that we're going up against, but we'll take it. We'll go with it. Alright, so obviously we are going to be leading Smeargle and Muk, because that is the number one way to do this team. Honestly, I think I'm really okay with Lugia here. I mean, Lugia is kind of like the flagship, restricted mon that we're going to be showcasing, obviously. Trying to think, do I want to run... I mean, we could definitely run... I'm just debating, do I want to run this little guy? Or, you know what? I think we're going to go Flamigo. And the reason we're going Flamigo is solely for the fact being is Flamigo actually just hard wall, or not hard walls, but just does so much damage to all of those guys. So, fingers crossed. It's cool seeing Mewtwo, though. I will say that. It's cool seeing Mewtwo. I was going to say something and I just completely just lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this, as long as we play correctly. Alright, they're gonna go right off the bat. Both restricteds. Let's go. It is cool seeing them both, though. Not gonna lie. I might do a Mewtwo showcase eventually, but I do know that Mewtwo is not exactly well known for its usability thanks to Calyrex. Oh man. Yeah, Calyrex really did a number on this poor guy. Alright. Maybe Spexterra Starstorm right off the rift? I don't know, that's what my guess would be if they're going to Terrasilize already. You know, go for the Gusto, all that jazz. Alright. So Side Strike was obvious. I mean, I knew they were going to go Psychic moves. But I'm really worried to see where this is going. Alright, so it was faster anyway. Or no. I forgot we follow me. Okay, that did absolutely nothing. That actually did negative damage. Okay, I think we're okay. Alright, special attack went up. That's actually really good for us because that means we can do extra damage with Lugia, but I'm not too worried. It was, no, speed that dropped. Okay, well, actually, yeah, I'm still fine with that. It's gonna do negative damage. Alright, our speed does drop, so it does make us slower than the Terrapagos, but this is fine. Yeah, it's really fine. Okay, and they just quit. Alright, we'll take that. And the special attack went up. Okay, so yeah, we would have just psyched up one more time and just easily mowed through. I don't think there was anything that we could have done better except maybe try and get a Spore off on the Terrapagos. I think that may have been like the more beneficial way, is just, you know, making it, you know, go to sleep and then go from there. Do all that kind of setup and everything, but I don't know. It's cool seeing that it did like absolutely nothing to us, so we're okay. But obviously it wasn't specs or anything. Maybe there was not much investment. I don't know. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get into the next match. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so this is not a Reg G team either, but it's kind of what we're going to have to be dealing with here until the ladder's back on officially. So let's go ahead and we are going to go ahead and bring our Smeargle, our Muck. Honestly, I can justify bringing Stantler this time, because Stantler does have stored power, which is going to do a number on a lot of those things, except for the Meowscarada. And, I mean, we'll have Lugia. Yeah, that's definitely going to be our choices. It's been a day. I do apologize for yawning. Alright. Let's go ahead and follow me. And minimize. I wonder what their end game is here. Because like if it was like, you know, Masqueradical Cavil, I would have been a little worried that they may have gone like pledges. But obviously that's not the case. I mean, I wouldn't be too like torn up about pledges, but you still gotta keep that in mind that pledges are a thing. Alright, and Drain Punch. Okay, that's entirely fine. That is entirely 100% fine. I'm not stressing that one in the absolute slightest. Masquerada now also loses stab for Dark type, so we can actually kind of safely bring in. Actually, hang on. Do we want to do that, or do we want to bring in Stantler here? I think we could also bring in Stantler because if they go try and do a like flower trick, it won't do anything to us. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's the correct play. The correct course of action here. Because, yeah, we'll take a Drain Punch, but honestly, I'm not too worried about a Drain Punch. Alright, we are... Up speed. Okay, up speed's actually really good. I know we're down, you know, special attack, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too stressed about that, solely for the fact being is... Okay, you might be banded. I doubt it's banned, but you gotta keep every little... No, it's definitely not banded. I know it's not banded because it didn't even bring us down a sash. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. Alright, our attack's up, which is good. Speed drop, which is not as good. I think we can actually move over and roleplay here on the glue, and we're gonna get one more minimize. Hopefully we survive. Because as long as we survive, we can start like racking up damage. Alright, Bambi avoided. And Bambi avoided. Awesome. Great. So... now the fun begins. Alright, defense is up. Speed is down. I think it happened to both, right? I think both just had that, which is funny. Alright, let's go ahead and stored power. Let's just double into the Annihilate here. Why not? Alright, E-turn avoided. Great, great, great. I was gonna say that sucks, but like honestly, Stantler holds on because Eviolite is actually really nice on this thing. It's not the greatest Pokemon, but I do like using Stantler. It's fun. Alright, you... what did you have? That's what I want to know. Shell Bell. Makes sense. Alright, special attack just went up. That actually just makes Bambi significantly more terrifying. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. That's the annoying little guy I was worried about, though. Let's see, where are we sitting at? Where are we sitting at? It's 1 + 1. It's 1 + 1 + 3. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and stored power into the Masquerada because it is a fairy type at the moment, and then I'm going to go for a nice knockoff onto the Skeleturge, hoping that it is not unaware. I mean, chances are it is unaware. Let's be honest. It's always going to be unaware. But if not, we get a nice Oko here. Almost guaranteed Oko. Whatever's coming in is not going to like this. Okay. There goes the charcoal. Awesome, we'll take that. Stored power is going to do a significant amount of damage. That actually did not. Alright, that's fine. I'm okay with losing Stantler at this point, because Stantler did what it needed to do. It didn't do too much, but it didn't have as many stat boosts as I was hoping. But, I'm not stressing. I ain't stressing, I ain't worrying. Alright, defense went down, so I think we might have to be forced into terrestrialization. Maybe? I don't know. What's our speed? What's our speed? Okay, it's at +2. We actually ain't gonna worry about that. We're gonna psych up into this, and then we're going to knock off the Skeledirge again. Probably should have terrestrialized in the water type, actually. Maybe. Especially if this is Terra Ground. Okay, it's actually Terra Dragon, which is not a problem. That's actually a non-issue. Definitely a non-issue. You're actually going to Draco Meteor. Oh, please don't be. Oh, you're going right into this. Oh, we eat that. That's. I mean, I shouldn't have worried too much because, like, it is Draco Meteor from a Garchomp. So, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what they were thinking there, but honestly, I mean, this is casual ladders, so I'm not going to be too critical. I'm definitely not going to be too critical on our opponents, because, as I said, it's casual. We're having fun. We're just showcasing Mons. And I think we even had, like, the bulk to back it up anyways, so... Right? Oh no, we were at neutral. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and knock off this thing. Let's go ahead and Aeroblast or Meowscarada, and that should be curtains. That should be game. Yeah, that actually 100% should be game. Lugia is not a very powerful Pokemon, I swear. I mean, I think we're also at like -2, but still, it's still kind of funny to me. It's still really funny to me. Alright, soft sand, yeah, okay. Watch this be like Assault Vest, and that would explain like everything. Hopefully we'll figure it out. Nope. It'll be a secret forever, guys. It will be a secret for absolutely ever. Alright, so I can't really think of anything that we could have done better that match, except maybe terrestrialization into water. When the Garchomp came out, just as a safety precaution, because, I mean, you know, an earthquake, like a rogue earthquake can happen, and, like, we get crit, and it just does us in so bad. But other than that, yeah, I don't really think of anything that could have been done better. So, let's go ahead and get one more in here real quick. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, and we got a Reg G ready team here. We got okay, so we got a Miraidon here, which I really like seeing. Miraidon is by far and above, like, one of the best restricteds in this game. And it's not even a contest. It's definitely, like, top 3. I am concerned looking at their team that they got Rillaboom as well. I'm not saying on like my end I'm concerned, but like I'm concerned for them why they would have like dual terrains, especially when both really rely on them. Honestly, same lead as usual. Then we're gonna have to have Lugia in the back, and you know what? As weird as it seems, I think we're going to go Sableye. We're actually gonna go Sableye because Sableye is definitely a little more utilitarian, I guess you could say. Because we got the Prankster Psych Up, we could just go like that. And if that Amoonguss has Clear Smog, we can have Terra Steel and just be unable to be touched. So, fingers crossed on that. Alright, so we are going to double protect here because I do not want to get hit with a really nasty fake out double up. So let's go ahead and Spiky Shield, and then we are going to go ahead and protect Blue here. Alright, there's the fake out into Glue. Yep. And Ice Spinner, Icicle Crush, what's it gonna be? Sacred Sword. Okay, Sacred Sword does put a whole new dynamic on this, but it's not we can't handle. It's definitely nothing that we can't handle. So we're actually gonna play a little bit like differently. We're gonna actually support the Ching Pao, and we're actually going to minimize. Now, I am very well aware on the fact that Ching Pao does have Sword of Ruin, which kind of lowers our defense, and I'm also very well aware that Sacred Sword completely negates all stat change. Oh, excuse me. But, being said, I'm also really happy that we are bringing, what's the name of it? I know the guy. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my marbles. Sableye, because that would make it immune to Sacred Sword. I just cannot think right now. It has been one heck of a day, guys, and I do apologize. Alright, Parting Shot, that's actually fine, because, I mean, we got the Spore into the Ching Pao. It's going to have a guaranteed 1 turn of sleep, and maybe Miraidon's coming. If Miraidon's coming, actually, I'm not too stressed. Because we'll have 1 turn of, yeah, okay. So that's 1 turn of guaranteed sleep. And then we can have up to 2 minimizes with a Follow Me. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and Follow Me real quick, and then we are going to minimize 1 more time. The only thing I can think of is maybe Parabolic Charge / Discharge might be problematic / scary, but I don't think it's anything that we can't handle, anything that's not out of the ordinary too much. But Smeargle does have to go down here. Like, Smeargle 100% has to go down here. Because I definitely want to get those Moody Boosts going. All that jazz, and that way we can bring in Sableye, get that +2, and then we can just start being like a little tiny menace. Alright, Ching Pao, that guaranteed turn of sleep. Alright, Volt Switch, that's actually fine with me. That's actually really fine with me. Because now we got Moody. Chances are it's going to be back into the Incineroar. And honestly, that's fine. That is entirely fine. That's a valid, thing. You want to start lowering. Yep. I mean, you just want to lower your opponent's attack as fast as possible. So, that's valid. Alright, so I do have Sableye here. Sableye is going to be our little buddy. Sableye is going to be extremely annoying. Sableye is going to be Sableye. That's all I gotta say. Because if they miss that fake out, we get +3. I can start toxicing everything. I cannot word. Oh my gosh. Alright, so they miss. Perfect. Alright, and that's another turn of sleep, which pretty much all but guarantees us a win here. Because now we're at +3. Sableye can get that extra little bit of goodness now, right? Okay, yeah, no. I don't see a reason not to do that. So let's go ahead and psych up one more time. Let's go ahead and toxic this Incineroar here. Because at this point, Qing Pao has to hit us with like a crit, like any kind of crit. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility. That's always possible, and you always have to keep very well aware on that. Okay, that did less than half too. That actually makes everything significantly more of a like breath of fresh air for us. Yeah, and Sableye took a pretty nasty hit there, but honestly, it's fine. Alright, and then we're gonna just toxic the Qing Pao, and we're going to Nightshade the kitty cat. I have definitely considered going like Terra Bug on Muck, but honestly I'm not entirely sold on it just yet. There's probably a couple other Terras that are probably better, maybe Fairy, other ones too, but I'm not sure. Alright, Ruben avoided, which is great, and there's Toxic Stall, so now everything is on a timer. Well, half the team's on a timer. And then I could just start, like, nightshading everything else, so... That's why I like Ruben. It's not exactly the most efficient Pokemon, but it is a nasty little bugger. Because if I really wanted to, I can also just click Recover and be okay. Alright, I'm just going to Nightshade it again, and I'm going to actually Protect here so we can get a little bit extra protection here, or like leftover recovery. I mean, protection too, but yeah. And if they don't hard swap the, if they do not hard swap the Incineroar here, I think they lose Incineroar. Actually, it might be just shy out of it. Yeah, just shy. And that's fine. Because we're going to Nightshade the Qing Pao now, just to get a little bit extra residual. And I guess we knock off. Alright, I mean, it does nothing. It's hilarious, but, you know, it does nothing. Alright, and honestly, we could just protect here and just Nightshade whatever comes in. Because Chien-Pao is comfortably out now. And let's be honest, Chien-Pao is the most annoying thing on this team to deal with. Alright, Urshifu could be scary. Urshifu definitely could be scary. But honestly, I'm not freaking out too much. Yeah, I'm not freaking out too much, but we are going to just protect, just so we can make sure the Chien-Pao's gone. Alright, now that Chien-Pao's gone, I think I don't want to be super overconfident and overcocky yet, because like there are so many variables that can happen. Like, we absolutely are not out of the realm of victory right now, but we can be a little more comfortable that Sacred Sword's out of the way. Alright, let's go ahead and see what stats we got here. Max defense, max special attack. Good lord. I want to yoink that. I want to yoink that, and then I think we might just Toxic the Miraidon. Yeah. I mean, actually, I don't know why we did that, because it's not going to be, like, super efficient for us, because, like, Surging Strikes is still going to hit. But you never know. Alright, Terra Electric, it does do a massive amount of damage. It's going to KO whatever it touches. Alright, well, whatever is getting touched is gone. Rip Blue 2020. It's a good thing we psyched up. The stats aren't completely useless now. Oh, it was a good thing we psyched up there. That's a really good thing. Oh, that's funny. Alright, you're good. We're going to Nightshade the Urshifu. Actually, yeah, we're going to Nightshade the Urshifu. And we're going to Terrasilize and Psych up. Just in case we survive. As I said, definitely not out of the realm of possibility that we lose here, but this is what we gotta be careful of. Alright, we should survive that. Yeah. The Surging Strikes afterwards? I don't know. Oh no, they went after Ruben. As I said, it is not out of the realm of possibility that we lose this. And maybe we should have recovered. But hey. You know, no, it's not entirely foolproof, guys. That's how this game goes. And this is as I said in the very beginning of this is a very high roller team. It's either going to go very well for you, or it will fall apart really fast. And as I said, it fell apart really fast. Good game to our opponents. Very, very good game. But yeah. Definitely the number one thing that we should have done is we should have recovered to make sure that we did survive a Surging Strikes. Because that is like that right there is literally the pinpoint moment that we lost this game. Not playing conservatively. We had this in the bag. if we played conservatively, but we didn't. But that's how we play. That's what happens. We live and we learn. But other than that, we got a good setup quickly. But this wasn't enough to ink it out in the end. Anyways, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like down below. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. We'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, y'all take it easy, y'all be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!